Hello students, let's do perimeter and area, exercise 23A. So before we begin, let's go through some formulae. So first, rectangle. Now if you have to find the perimeter of a rectangle, the formula you will use is 2 into length plus breadth. Now if you have to find the length of a rectangle given perimeter, use the formula perimeter by 2 minus breadth. Now, if you have to find the breadth of a rectangle given perimeter, you use the formula perimeter by 2 minus length. So these are the three formulae for a rectangle. Now, in the case of a square, if you have to find the perimeter, the formula is 4 into side. Then, if you have to find the side of a square, if perimeter is given to you, this is the formula perimeter by 4. So keep this in mind when you find the answers to certain questions here. So let's begin. Question 9. If P is the perimeter of a rectangle, L its length and B its breadth, then find perimeter if the measurements of length and breadth are given. So let's begin with that. So length is given to us as 38 centimeters. Then breadth is given to us as 27 centimeters. Now we have to find the perimeter, and the formula to find the perimeter is 2 into length plus breadth, that is L plus B. So we're going to substitute the values here. So 2 into length is 38 centimeters and the breadth is 27 centimeters. So this will be 2 into, now let's add up 38 and 27. So add up these two, 8 plus 7 is 15, carry 1, 3 plus 1 is 4, plus 2 is 6. So that is 2 into 65 centimeters. So let's multiply 65 into 2. So 2 5s are 10, carry 1, 2 6 are 12, plus 1 13. So here we found perimeter is equal to 130 centimeters. So this is our answer. Perimeter equals 130 centimeters. Question 2, find B. So here we have to find B, and what is given to us? The perimeter is given to us and the length is given to us. So let's begin. So perimeter given to us is 88 centimeters, and what else is given to us? Length is given to us 24 centimeters. Now we are asked to find the breadth, and the formula is perimeter divided by 2 minus length. Okay, so let's substitute the values. Perimeter is 88 centimeters and we are going to divide this by 2 minus the length is 24 centimeters. So first let's divide 88 by 2. So 88 by 2 is 2 4s are 8, 2 4s are 8. So that is 44. So here we have 44 centimeters minus 24 centimeters, minus 24 centimeters. So 44 minus 24 is 20. So that is 20 centimeters, and what have we found? We have found the breadth. So we've got our answer. The breadth is 20 centimeters. Question 3. This time we have to find the length. We've been asked to find the length, and what is given to us? We've been given perimeter, which is 96 meters, and breadth, which is 28 meters. So let's find the length. So breadth given to us is 28 meters. Then perimeter is also given to us, that is 96 meters. Now we have to find the length, and the formula is perimeter by 2 minus breadth. This time we're minusing the breadth. So perimeter is 96. Divide this by 2 and minus the breadth. The breadth is 28 meters. So all this is meters. Now let's divide 96 by 2. 2 4s are 8 minus, you bring down 1, you get 1 and bring down 6. 16. 2 8s are 16. So now what do we have? 48. So 96 by 2 is 48. 48 meters minus 28 meters. So 48 minus 28 is 20. So this is 20 meters and we have found the length. So what is our answer? The length is 20 meters. Question 10. The cost of fencing a square field at the rate of 75 rupees per meter is 67,500. Now we need to find the perimeter and the side of the square field with what is given to us. So let's begin. Now total cost of fencing is given to us, isn't it? So the total cost of fencing is 67,000 rupees, 67,500 rupees. And we've also been given the rate per meter. Per meter it is rupees 75. Now with the help of these two values we can find the perimeter, that is cost of fencing by rate per meter. This is also a formula that you can keep in mind. When the total cost of fencing is given and the rate per meter is also given, then to find the perimeter you just have to divide cost of fencing by the rate per meter. So let's do that. So cost of fencing, we've got 67,500 rupees divided by rate per meter is 75 rupees. So let's divide 67,500 by 75. 67,500 divided by 75. So we need to get a number close to 675. So let's try 75 into 9. 9 5s are 45, carry 4. 9 7s are 63 plus 4 is 67. So we've got the same number. So 75 into 9 is 675 minus. So we have 0 here. Now we can carry the 0 on top and this 0 also there. So we've got our answer 900. So the perimeter is 900 meters. So we found the perimeter. Now that we have found the perimeter to be 900 meters, we can find the side now. Using the formula, side is perimeter by 4. So that is 900 divided by 4. 900 meters divided by 4. So let's divide 900 by 4. So that is 4 2s are 8 minus 10. Again we write 4 2s are 8 minus, we've got 2 again, 10 minus 8 is 2, and then bring down 0, 4 5s are 20. So we've got 225. So the side of the square is 225 meters. So we have found both the answers. We've got perimeter as 900 meters and we found the side of the square to be 225 meters. Question 11. The length and breadth of a rectangle are 36 centimeters and 28 centimeters. If its perimeter is equal to the perimeter of the square, find the side of the square. Okay, so first we have to write what's given and then find the perimeter. And then read your question properly. The perimeter of the rectangle is the same as the perimeter of the square. So from that we should find the side of the square. So let's begin. So here length of the rectangle given to us is 36 centimeters. The breadth of the rectangle is 28 centimeters. Now perimeter of the rectangle, the formula is 2 into length plus breadth. So that is 2 into length plus breadth is 36 centimeters is length and the breadth is 28 centimeters. So we have to add up 36 and 28. So when we add this up, what do we get? 6 plus 8 is 14, carry 1, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we've got 64. So that is 2 into 64 centimeters. So let's multiply 64 into 2. 2 4s are 8 and 2 6s are 12. So here, so the perimeter of the rectangle we have found out to be 128 centimeters. Now we know that the perimeter of the rectangle is equal to the perimeter of the square, isn't it? So as it's given here, perimeter of a square is equal to the perimeter of the rectangle. So perimeter is 4 into side, isn't it? So side is perimeter by 4. So now we can find the side of the square. Now the perimeter of the square is the same as the perimeter of the rectangle. That means this is also 128 centimeters. Now let's use this formula to find the side. 128 divided by 4. So 128 centimeters. Let's divide that by 4 and see what we get. 4 3s are 12 minus 8 here. 4 2s are 8. So we've got 32. That means the side of the square is 32 centimeters. Okay, so we have found two answers. Okay, we have found the perimeter first, and from that we have been asked to find the side of the square. So we have found the side of the square to be 32 centimeters. Now, children, before we begin some problems on the circle, let's understand a few things about pi. This is the Greek letter pi. And what does pi mean? Pi is the ratio of the circumference of a circle to its diameter. What is the circumference of the circle? It is this boundary of the circle. This is known as the circumference of the circle. It's also called the perimeter. Okay, and diameter is the line that passes through the center of the circle, touching the circumference at two ends. So the ratio between the circumference and the diameter is known as pi. Now, what is the value of pi? Pi in the fraction form will be equal to 22 by 7. In the decimal form, it is 3.141. So you will have to use one of these values for your problems. Then some important formulae. Now, if you have to find the circumference of a circle, the formula to use is 2 pi r. Okay, and r stands for radius. Then, if you have to find the radius when circumference of the circle is given, this is the formula. Circumference by 2 pi. To find radius when circumference is given, circumference by 2 pi. Now, the next one is diameter. If you have to find the diameter, you have to use the formula 2 into radius. And if you have to find the radius when diameter is given, you have to write diameter by 2. So these are the formulae that you need to keep in mind as we work out problems on the circle. Now let's work out some problems. Question 12. The radius of a circle is 21 centimeters. We have to find the circumference, that is the perimeter of the circle, and we've been told to take pi as 1 by 7. So let's begin. Now, the radius of the circle is 21 centimeters given to us. Pi is 1 by 7. Now, the circumference of the circle, what is the formula? 2 pi r. That means 2 into pi into r, which is the radius. So 2 into pi is 1 by 7. Let's convert it. So 1 by 7. Let's convert it to an improper fraction. 7 3s are 21 plus 1 22. 22 by 7. So this is 22 by 7 into r. Radius is 21 centimeters. Okay, so now we can cancel. Now 7 3s are 21. So we can cancel that, and now we can multiply the numerator. So we can multiply 2 into 22. 22 2s are 44. 44 into 3. So let's multiply 44 into 3. 3 4s are 12, carry 1. 3 4s are 12 plus 1, 13. So that's 132 centimeters. So we've got the circumference 132 centimeters. So the circumference of the circle is 132 centimeters. Question 13. The circumference of a circle is 440 centimeters. Find its radius and diameter. Take pi to be 22 by 7. So the circumference is given. So let's begin. So the circumference of a circle is 440 centimeters. So when circumference is given, the formula to find the radius is circumference by 2 pi. So that is circumference by 2 into pi. This is the meaning of it, isn't it? So circumference, let's substitute the value, is 440 centimeters. And down we have 2 into pi, and pi is 22 by 7. So let's work out this portion. Let's work out this portion. So that will be 2 into 22 by 7. So that is we have to multiply the numerators. 22 into 2 is 44. 44 by 7. So here we have 440 divided by 44 by 7, which we can take it as 440. I can write division like this, divided by 44 by 7, the same thing that I have shown here, the same thing. That is, divided by 44 by 7, I have put it this way with the division sign. So now it becomes division of fractions, which makes it easier for us. So this is 440, division changes to multiplication, and reciprocal of the 7 by 44. Now we can cancel. 44 into 10 is 440. 10 sevens are 70. So we have found the radius to be 70 centimeters. Now we have to find the diameter. And diameter is 2 into radius, the formula. So 2 into, let's substitute the value for radius, 70 centimeters. 7 2s are 14. So 70 into 2 is 140 centimeters. So we have found the diameter also. So first we found the radius. The radius we have found out to be 70 centimeters. And the diameter we found out to be 140 centimeters. Question 14. The diameter of a circular field is 56 meters. Find its circumference and cost of fencing it at the rate of 80 rupees per meter. So diameter is given and we have to find the circumference. And for the circumference, you know the formula is 2 pi r, where r is the radius. So we have to find the radius from the diameter. So let's begin. Diameter of a circular field is given. It's given as 56 meters. Radius is not given, but we need radius to find the circumference. So let's find the radius using the formula diameter by 2. When you divide diameter by 2, you get the radius. That means we divide 56 meters by 2. So let's divide 56 by 2. 2 2s are 4 minus 1 and then you bring 6. 2 8s are 16 minus. So we've got 28. So the radius is 28 meters. So now we can find the circumference. And the formula for circumference is 2 pi r. That is 2 into pi into r, which is 2 into pi is 22 by 7. It's given to us in the question itself, into r, which is 28 meters, which we just found out. So now let's simplify this. Let's see if we can cancel something. We can cancel 7 and 28. 7 4s are 20. Now let's multiply 2 into 22. 22 into 2 is 44. Now 44 into 4. So let's multiply 44 into 4. 4 4s are 16, carry 1. 4 4s are 16 plus 1, 17. 176. So we've got the circumference of the circle to be 176 meters. So we have found the circumference. So the first part of the question is find the circumference of the circle, and we have found the circumference. Now let's go on to the second part where we are asked to find the cost of fencing it. And the rate is given to us. Rate is 80 rupees per meter. So now let's do that. So rate per meter is already given to us and the rate per meter is rupees 80. Per meter it is 80 rupees. So if we have to fence a whole thing, the cost of fencing will be rate into circumference. So rate is 80 rupees given to us. Circumference is what we have already found out, 176 meters. So we need to multiply 176 into 80. So let's do that multiplication. 176 into 80. So let's multiply only by 8 and then put the 0. 8 6s are 48, carry 4. 8 7s are 56, plus 4 60, carry 6. 8 1s are 8, plus 6 is 14, and then we add the 0. So we've got 14,080. So the cost of fencing is 14,080 rupees. So we found the second answer also to this question, the cost of fencing, which is 14,080 rupees. Question 15. The radii stands for the plural of radius. The radii of two circles are 20 centimeters and 13 centimeters. Find the difference between their circumferences. That means we need to first find the circumference of the circle with radius 20 centimeters, then find the circumference of the circle with radius 13 centimeters, and find the difference between the circumferences by subtracting. So let's begin. Now, radius of the first circle is given to us as 20 centimeters. To find the circumference, we use the formula 2 pi r, which is 2 into pi into r. This is 2 into pi, we'll take it as 22 by 7. It's given to us in the question. And r is the radius, which is 20 centimeters. Now, there's nothing to cancel here, so we multiply the numerators first. 2 into 22 is 44. 44 into 20. Okay, so 44 into 20. Let's multiply by 2 first. 2 fours are 8, 2 fours are 8, and add the 0. So we've got 880. So here we have 880 divided by 7. So let's do that division. Let's divide 880 by 7. 7 ones are 7 minus 18. 7 twos are 14 minus 4 and then 0. Then 7 fives are 35 minus. Now I can continue my division by putting a point here, and then I can add any number of zeros. I must carry that point on top and bring the 0 down. Now my number is 50. 7 sevens are 49 minus 50 minus 49 is 1. I put a 0. There's another 0. I can add it here. So I continue my division. The number is 10 now. 7 ones are 7. Again, I'm getting a remainder. So that means this division is going to continue. So we will stop with just 2 decimal places. So here we have got 125.71. So the circumference of the first circle is 125.71 centimeters. Now we have to find the circumference of the second circle. The radius of the second circle is 13 centimeters and the circumference, the formula is 2 pi r. That is 2 into pi into r, which is 2 into 22 by 7 into r, and r is the radius, which is 13 centimeters. Again, here also we don't have anything to cancel. So let's multiply the numerators. 2 into 22 is 44. 44 into 13. So let's multiply 44 into 13. 3 fours are 12, carry 1. 3 fours are 12 plus 1, 13. Then 1 fours are 4, 1 fours are 4 plus. So 2, then 3 plus 4 is 7. 1 plus 4 is 5. I've got 572. So this is 572 divided by 7. So let's do this division. So we'll start here, 572 divided by 7. 7 eighths are 56 minus 1, I bring down 2, it's 12. 7 ones are 7 minus 12 minus 7 is 5. I can continue my division, put a point, carry that point up. Now you can put zeros, so it's 50. 7 sevens are 49. 50 minus 49 is 1. Let me put one more 0 and bring it down. 10. So that 7 ones are 7 minus 10 minus 7 is 3. Now this is going to continue. So let's stop this one also with 2 decimal places, which is 81.71. So the circumference of the second circle is 81.71 centimeters. So now we have found the circumferences of both the circles. Let's find the difference. Now the difference between the circumferences of the two circles, how do we find it? Circumference of the first circle minus circumference of the second circle. So let's do that. Circumference of the first circle we found out to be 125.71 centimeters, and the circumference of the second circle we found out to be 81.71 centimeters. So now we have to subtract these two. So let's do the subtraction. 125.71 minus 81.71. So here it's 0 and 0 minus 5 minus 1 is 4. Then I need to borrow 12. 12 minus 8 is 4. So what do we get here? 44.0 or simply 44. So the difference between the two circumferences is 44 centimeters. So that is our final answer, 44 centimeters. Question 16. The diameter of a circle is 42 centimeters. Find its perimeter. Perimeter of a circle means circumference. If the perimeter of the circle is doubled, what will be the radius of the new circle? Take pi to be 22 by 7. So diameter of a circle is given. First thing is we need to find its perimeter or circumference. So diameter of a circle given to us is 42 centimeters. The radius is diameter by 2. This is how we find the radius. The formula is diameter by 2. So 42 centimeters is the diameter divided by 2. 42 divided by 2 is 21. 21 centimeters. This is the radius of the circle. Now we can find the perimeter of the circle. What is the formula? 2 pi r. That means 2 into pi, and pi is 22 by 7 into r, which is the radius, and we found out to be 21 centimeters. So let's cancel. 7 3s are 21. Now let's multiply. 2 into 22 is 44. 44 into 3. So 44 into 3. 3 4s are 12, carry 1. 3 4s are 12 plus 1, 13. So we have found the perimeter. Perimeter of the circumference is 132 centimeters. Now, if the perimeter is doubled, so the perimeter is 132, doubling it means multiplying this by 2. Okay, so that is 2 into 132 centimeters. Let's multiply 132 into 2. 2 2s are 4, 2 3s are 6, 2 1s are 2. So when the perimeter is doubled, the new perimeter is 264 centimeters. Now we need to find the radius. And the formula to find the radius is circumference by 2 pi. And we're talking about the circumference of the new circle. So circumference is 264 centimeters by 2 pi means 2 into 22 by 7, which is 264 by 2 into 22 is 44, 44 by 7. Now this, when you write it as division of fractions, it becomes 264 divided by 44 by 7. Division changes to multiplication. 44 by 7 becomes 7 by 44. I hope you understood how I got this here. Let me just do it in the working column for you. Now this same thing is 264 divided by 44 by 7. I have just put it in a slightly different way. Okay. Now this is what I have shown here. So here what happens to it? 264 remains the same. Division changes to multiplication. 44 by 7 becomes 7 by 44. Okay, so let's continue with this work here. So let this remain here for your reference. Now let's cancel whatever we can. I can cancel 264 and 44 both by 11. 11 fours are 44. Now 11 into 2 is 22, isn't it? But this number is 26, so there is 4 remaining. 44. So 11 fours are 44. Now I can cancel 4 and 24 by 4 itself. 4 6s are 24. Now let's multiply the numerators here. 6 7s are 42. So the new radius is 42 centimeters. So here we had to find two answers. One is we had to find the perimeter, and we found out the perimeter to be 132 centimeters. Then we had to find the radius, and we have found the radius to be 42 centimeters. So we have found both these answers. So children, we'll stop with this for now. We will continue with the remaining questions in our next video. Thank you, children.